Hello everyone, and welcome to the Spartan Report.
Here we'll be covering current events, pop culture news, and what's happening all over campus.
In this episode, we have athlete features, we'll meet some of your RAs, and much more. So let's get into it.
Hello, my name is Stephen Fortune. I'm a junior communications major, and I'm looking forward to sharing information with you guys.
I'm Peter Molina. I'm a senior graduating this coming spring. I'm a video productions major, and I'm looking forward to keeping you guys up to date on your Stack Sports news.
Hi, my name is Nina O'Connell, and I'm a junior majoring in communications, and I hope you enjoy the show. Stack has lots of events coming up in November and December. Stacked with Talent is happening on December 2nd in the Romano Center, and the Winter Wonderland is December 4th.
Now on to the Daily Report, where we will highlight the President's recent updates.
President Daley was officially inaugurated as president on October 21st at Sacred Heart Chapel. Also on the President's monthly update, a new scholarship has been announced by President Daley and Lori, his wife. This scholarship of $100,000 has hopes of providing an affordable education to all students.
President Daley has done a lot for this campus in his short time here. In the next segment, we'll see one of the most noticeable changes rolling in.
Stack just introduced a new bike share program, and we're going to go interview some students and see how they feel about it. How do you think the bikes are going to change campus life?
Students will be able to be mobile and go places. I'm not sure what the distance on the bikes are away from the campus, but since the campus expands to the field for students that like to get to the field faster for trainings and practices, they probably use it to get there. If you're running late to class, you can just hop on a bike and get across campus faster.
When was the first time you noticed the bikes on campus?
I think it was a week or two ago. I was walking to class and then they just had them displayed.
And how do you feel about the bikes on campus? How do you think it's going to change campus life?
I think it's a pretty good idea. I don't know, it wasn't anything I could have thought of, but I think it gives a way for students who don't have a way to get around a lot faster and a lot easier.
How do you think the bikes will change campus life here?
I think it will make the kids be more active, and it will make something for them to do, and it will help them get around.
What was your first impressions about the bikes on campus?
I think they were really cool, and I think it'll be a great way to engage in resident life and everything on campus.
Do you believe the bikes will change campus?
Mostly around kids just trying to get back and forth and trying to, especially between getting from here in the cafeteria across the street and getting across campus in general, make it easier for them.
When did you first notice the bikes on campus?
When I went to the cafeteria across the street from Romano.
Do you know how far you could take the bikes off campus?
No, I didn't think you could take them off campus.
Yeah. What do you think about the design of the bikes?
I mean, I feel like they could have added a little more color to it. White, it just feels plain. I mean, I feel like they could have added a little more color to it.
I mean, they got maroon seats.
Maroon seats, I mean, that's alright. But the white is just not doing it for me. the white's not doing it for me.
Do you think the bikes will change the campus environment?
I believe it does, because we're getting good workout in, and we're doing something very productive instead of just sitting around looking at our phones, watching TV. There's a lot to do in campus, and we're trying to soak everything in.
Now on to the sports highlights. Stack Sprint football took on Cornell, which was broadcast on ESPN on October 17th, and they won their final game of the season. Stack's women's basketball are expected to finish third in ECC preseason coaches poll. Stack's defending ECC champs men's basketball team is slotted number 8 in the 2021-22 NABC Division II preseason rankings. Stack men's soccer will be playing in their first ever ECC men's soccer final. Stack men's and women's cross country team finishes 9th at the NCAA Division II East Regional Championship. Speaking of cross country, I sat down with Daniel Vides about his accomplishments in cross country and track. What moment in your career here at Stack would you remember for the rest of your life?
I have two moments that I will always remember. That is my freshman year for spring track when we won a conference, and it's a special moment for me because the whole team, we were all running on all cylinders, and we were all working really hard to win, and we won, and it was a great moment that I will never forget. Second memory that I will not forget will be my sophomore year when I PR'd in the 8K. I ran the best time of my life. I ran 26:26, and I came 15th place in that race, and it was a great day.
How did you learn about becoming ECC Runner of the Week?
I got a notification on my phone that one of my friends tagged me in a post on their story. So I looked at it and I was like, oh, I got Run of the Week. So that's how I found out. And then I looked on the page just to make sure, and it was for real.
Now, were you excited by this, or did you not even really care too much about it?
I was really excited when I found out, because I remember freshman year when my teammates got it, I was like, I'm going to get that. That day I was like, I'm just determined to get that one day. So when I finally got it, I was happy, and I was like, my hard work is paying off. So I was really happy.
Now, how do you prepare yourself before every meet that you have?
So I have like a whole playlist for myself to listen to. It's something that I've been doing since high school, and the music, it just helps me motivate. And when I'm running, I just run tough and don't quit, really.
Now, how do you balance being a student and also an athlete at the same time?
Well, I ask myself that every day when I wake up, to be honest. So I know that like I have practices later in the afternoon, so I try to like do all my school stuff at classes in the morning, and then with homework and schoolwork, I try to do that later in the night, because that's the time that I put myself to do work. And even when I know like I have a busy schedule and like I have to study for an exam the next day, sometimes I wake up early to go for a run early morning, so then I can think of the rest of the day to do schoolwork.
Okay. And the last question I have for you today is, what is your goal at the end of the year?
So my goal at the end of the year is, because this is my senior year and next race we have is regionals. So my goal is to just run tough and just lay it all on the line and all on the track, the field, of course, and just run tough, because last two races weren't the best for me, but I just want to make this last race my best. So,
Thank you so much for coming.
thank you.
And now on to our athletes of the month. For the month of September, our athletes are Abigail Kimbrell for women's cross country, Colleen Stevens for women's soccer, Tyreek Smith for men's sprint football, and Anthony Bolivar Sanchez for men's soccer. And for October, our athletes of the month are Lauren Cooper for women's field hockey, Aaliyah Silnes for women's tennis, Joseph Harrison for men's hockey, and Jorge Umana for men's soccer. And on the behalf of St. Thomas Aquinas College, we'd like to congratulate all you guys on your hard work.
Welcome to Meet Your RA, where each show we'll be featuring a different RA here at STAC. This week we will be talking to Katie Healy, a junior who is currently a freshman RA for the Ford building on the McNeil's Commons side. Katie is currently majoring in occupational therapy and hopes to one day work at an elementary school. Other than being an RA, Katie is also a part of many different clubs and activities here on campus. Here's what she had to say. So, what made you want to become an RA?
I'd say just the opportunity to give back to the STAC community and just be able to help out residents as this is their first year. And I myself had a great freshman year, so I just wanted to contribute and be able to give back to the whole community.
What is the most difficult part of your job?
I'd say the most difficult part is making sure that all 28 of my residents follow the student code of conduct policies. I'd say at times it does get a little bit difficult with the number of students, but as long as you just like take your time and just make sure everything goes okay, it's really important to have open communication with the students and make sure that they're on the same page as you, and then it kind of works out. So,
what's the most rewarding part of the job?
I'd say the most rewarding part is just being able to get to meet new people, and especially when hopefully when May comes around, make sure that everyone had a great freshman year. That's the ultimate goal of the whole year.
What are 3 words to describe you as an RA?
I'd say helpful, outgoing, and easy to talk with.
So what does a typical week as an RA look for you?
So as an RA, your schedule is really you're kind of always on duty. I'm set for 2 or 3 set days depending on the week. Typically, I'm on duty on Mondays and Wednesdays and Thursdays. But it's really just a full-time job. Like whenever your resident needs you, it's really important that you're always there for them and you just have that open communication and are able to communicate with them.
Does your schedule ever conflict with your academics?
I put it this way, I'd say it's hard to balance every once in a while. It doesn't conflict that much because during class, like you're there to focus on academics but as soon as you get out of class, you just really want to make sure you're there for everybody. So it doesn't conflict necessarily, but it is a little hard to balance at times.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much, Nina.
This has been the Spartan Report.
Thanks for joining us.
And we'll see you next time.